Let's be real. We're all paying for things online constantly. Shopping, subscriptions, you name it. But what if there was a way to do all of that without ever giving out your main bank card details? Well, there is, and today we're going to break down exactly how virtual prepaid cards are changing the game for online security.
First things first, let's talk about the reality of paying for stuff on the internet. For all its convenience, there's always that little moment of doubt, that voice in the back of your head wondering, hey, is this actually safe? I mean, seriously, who hasn't felt this? You find a cool new website or you're about to sign up for a free trial and you just pause before typing in those 16 numbers. It's a totally normal feeling, and honestly, it's for a very good reason.
Yeah, these fears aren't just in your head. The risks are very real. We're talking everything from those massive data breaches you hear about on the news to those super annoying subscription charges that suddenly appear after a free trial ends. The bottom line is, every time you use your main bank card, you're basically connecting your entire bank account to that website. So, how do we fix that?
This brings us to the solution. A completely different way to think about online payments, one that's actually built for the world we live in today. Let's dive into how this smarter, safer card works.
So say hello to the virtual prepaid card. It's pretty much what it sounds like. It's a digital card that lives on your screen. You get a card number, an expiration date, and a CVV code. You know, the works. But here's the absolute game changer. It is not connected to your bank account in any way. You just load it with the amount of money you plan to spend, and that's it.
And this chart just lays it out perfectly. A traditional card is a direct pipeline to your bank account. If that card's info gets stolen, your whole account is at risk. But with a virtual prepaid card, the only risk is whatever small amount you loaded onto it. Plus, you get it instantly. No more waiting for plastic to show up in the mail.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Sounds good in theory, but is it complicated to use? Well, you're probably going to be surprised by how ridiculously easy it is. It literally comes down to these 4 simple steps. You sign up with a provider, you load some funds into your digital wallet from your main account, and boom, your new virtual card details appear right there on your screen. Then you just copy and paste them at checkout anywhere online. Simple, fast, and so much safer. So why are so many people making the switch to this? Well, let's break down the 4 biggest benefits that really make these cards a no-brainer for paying for things online.
First and foremost, and this is the big one, is security. Because the card isn't linked to your bank account, your real financial information is never shared with any merchant. So even if that website you bought from gets hacked, your actual bank account stays completely safe and untouched. It's like a firewall for your money.
Next up, you have total control over your spending. You literally cannot be charged more than what you put on the card. This is amazing for managing your budget, and it completely kills the risk of those sneaky hidden fees or recurring subscriptions you forgot about. No more surprise charges. Another huge perk is that these cards work pretty much everywhere. If you've ever tried to pay for an international service or product, you know that sometimes your local bank card just gets rejected for no reason. A virtual prepaid card, especially a Visa or MasterCard, sails right through those payments. And finally, there's the pure convenience of it. You need a separate card. For one-time purchase, like right now, you can get one in minutes. There are no long applications, no credit checks, and zero waiting for a card to be delivered. It's ready to go the second you are. So where does this actually fit into your day-to-day life? Well, the uses are super practical and solve a ton of common headaches we all face when paying online. Just take a look at this. For online shopping, you can use it on a site you're maybe not 100% sure about. For subscriptions, you can load just enough for 1 month to try out a service without worrying about getting billed again. If you're a freelancer or run a small business, it's an awesome way to manage your ad spend or software budgets. And like we just said, for international payments, it just works. All right, so you see the problem and you see the solution. The next logical question is, okay, cool, how do I get one? Now, there are a few companies out there that do this. A service like CardUpNow, for example, is all about making the process as simple, secure, and instant as possible, which is exactly what you want. And getting set up is usually incredibly easy. You just head to a website like CardUpNow.com, create your account, and you can have a brand new, secure virtual card ready to use in just a couple of minutes. It's that quick. At the end of the day, our lives are more digital than ever, and the way we pay needs to catch up. The conversation isn't just about convenience anymore. It's about security, it's about control, it's about peace of mind. So the real question is, are you ready to make your online payments smarter and safer?